Ladies and gentlemen, I think I might have been wrong about Pump Fun. Now, guys, I've made a couple of videos about Pump Fun talking about how I don't think the token's going to perform well, and yeah, I might have been right in the short term, but after seeing what's going on with the token, what's going on with the community, I low-key might be wrong. And the reason I'm saying this is because, guys, they've made a couple announcements. I mean, the chart is low-key back to where it was when it ICO'd. Yeah, let's take a look at it. And guys, I want to be, the first to say, listen, I'm not one of those YouTubers that are gonna sit here and pretend I'm always right. Sometimes I'm wrong. It's very rare. I'll admit that. Not gotta have a humble flex, but sometimes I'm wrong, and I might be wrong about Pump On. So again, I'm gonna talk about it. Regardless, I think I was still right in the term of in the short term, but in the long term, I think this could actually be a pretty decent runner. Okay, let's talk about it. So, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Crypto RJ. If you haven't seen my stuff before, guys, I'm not gonna lie, I don't make that much Solana content just because, well, I mean, I guess, yeah, if I'm being honest, Solana tranches are great. You can make money for sure, but there's way more rugs and way more opportunities to lose your money as opposed to making money. I make a lot of plays on base. However, I do still own some Solana coins. I do still have, I guess half a foot in. I still kind of keep tabs on what's going on. But regardless, yeah, that's pretty much who I am. If you guys want to see videos on all sorts of meme coins and make money, I mean, hey, subscribe down below. Okay, now Pump Fund is currently up 16.5% today. We could see as well, guys, they're up 26% in the past week, and this is what I'm talking about, right? I mean, this chart isn't really the greatest. Let me actually pull up the chart on a deck screener, because guys, it's actually making a bit of a recovery, and it's I don't want to say concerning, but it's interesting, is I guess what I'll say. So we can see right here. Let me put up like a 4-hour chart. We can see right here, yeah. So it's pretty much making a recovery to where it basically started off at ICO prices, right? Now, the thing about this chart, what I will say, guys, is if this continues to rally, I mean, this could easily be like a quick 4x play, 5x play, maybe dare I say a 10x play, right? Let's talk about it. So breaking pump is back at ICO prices. A lot of people are talking about this, and a lot of people are very excited. But what is actually going on? Okay, let's find out. So first off, over the past week, Pump Fund purchased around $8.4 million in pump tokens, which equates to 97% of total revenue for that period. Okay, to date, Pump Fund has purchased a total of $33 million of pump tokens, offsetting 0.7% of the total supply. So, why is this important? Well, first off, this is pretty cool. They have a purchase and revenue tracker, which is actually really, really cool to see. So, they are going to be buying pump token back with 100% of the revenue moving forward. Now, I don't think this is forever. I doubt it's forever. It's probably not forever. Maybe it is if Elon doesn't want to be a Jew. But what I will say is it's pretty interesting to see, maybe this is too early, but for a company that literally Hitlered the whole markets, that literally destroyed the trenches, and again, I would say more or less ruined meme coins, and maybe we can argue about that. I don't really give a shit. Go argue with the wall. Um, they're maybe going to be doing something right. They're maybe going to be doing something that is going to benefit the ecosystem with this pump token. So not only that, guys, obviously that's very bullish, but they also have their like foundation or whatever it's called. Let me find it real quick. Their foundation where they're going to be buying back into tokens. So that's also very bullish. And well, you might ask, oh, well, RJ, why is that bullish? Well, the Glass Full Foundation is going to literally be injecting liquidity into a lot of these diehard cults, right? So for example, let's be real. How did you learn about Pump Fund, right? Most likely you heard about a coin that launched on Pump Fund and you wanted to learn more about Pump Fund. You're like, wait, what's Pump Fund? How did this happen? How can I get into the next one? And Pump Fund used to be that place that would bring people into crypto, right? Whether that's normies, whether that's people that are, crypto veterans like myself, whoever it may be, right? Now with Pump Fund, they kind of lost that. They lost that touch. No one really gave a shit for the past however many months. But with Pump Fund injecting more money into projects again, people are going to start to wonder, right? Like, oh, did you hear about that one coin, right? No, like for example, Troll, right? The Troll coin. Troll went on to do, I think, like multiple hundreds of millions, right? When people start to, learn about this and you see a coin go from like a billion, like zero to like $1 billion, and you see some jackass made like $500 million, not obviously not, but you get the point, right? When some idiot's making stupid money, you're gonna start to wonder, like, wait, how did that guy do it? And you're like, oh, it was on Pump Fund. And when you kind of go through that again, but multiple times with multiple coins, the Pump Fund ecosystem, and I guess Solana as well, is gonna explode, and meme coin trading as a whole is gonna explode, right? So, with that being said, this is pretty bullish. The whole Pump Fund buybacks are pretty bullish, and this is pretty much why I'm like, okay, you know what? there's actually something here. Like this thing might actually explode again, right? And when I say explode again, I mean explode for the first time, right? I mean, hey, anything under 1 billion might have been a crazy generational entry. Again, I'm not saying I'm fully bullish on this. I'm not saying go buy this. What I'm saying is I'm keeping an eye on it, right? Matter of fact, in my private Discord today, I literally made an announcement. I said, hey, I'm keeping an eye on Pump this week. So guys, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be a pretty interesting week. And by the way, if you're not in the private Discord, come to check it out. Like I said, we don't do that much stuff on Solana, but on Base, it's very easy to trade on Base. By the way, you literally just use ETH, convert to Base ETH. It's like it's so easy. We have a lot of people making a lot of money. I mean, just in August, this guy turned 600 pounds into 4,000 pounds. I don't want to scroll up. Yeah, I want to scroll up. We had another guy who turned $10 into like 1,300, right? So even if you're like not starting off with that much capital, you can still make money. We had, a bunch of people just making a shit ton of money. I mean, I could scroll up here forever. There's a lot of people just talking about their results. People posting their Wagyu steak dinners, right? A lot of cool things in there. So if you guys want to come through and get involved, it's cheaper than a daily coffee, and the link is down below. But yeah, another thing is, guys, before I end up the video, don't know if this flips here, but I think Pump will fly. Again, a lot of people are speculating the Pump fund is going to go crazy. And finally, guys, yeah, you could say I'm pump fun, polite, urinating while typing this. By the way, guys, make sure you like and subscribe. Mildly autistic, plotting my retirement fund into shitcoin, freaky, under Anson's manly grip, and